All right, guys, welcome into today's video. That's right. MMAT had a fantastic day along with MMTLP. The markets kind of took a little shift today, and metamaterials up over 10% today. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about right there. So let's get into today's video. And before we do, all I ask in return is for you to smash thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. And first, let's take a look at the futures for tomorrow. And actually, for us, looking kind of good because S&P is up 4 points. The Dow is down 9 points, but what we're looking for here is the NASDAQ is up 9 points and the Russell is up almost 4 points, and crude oil is creeping back up. So we'll see if that keeps going in the upward direction. We're going to go over those prices later in this video. So here we go, guys. Check this out. Metamaterials during the regular trading hours up 10.4%. We did get back 0.64%. I'm calling it a 10% day up. Volume today was pretty fantastic, actually. We trade about 6 million in volume on average, and we had almost 4 million shares traded. So that is pretty amazing to see. Just a little bit shy of reaching that average volume, but with the futures looking kind of green, we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right. Looking here at MMTLP, here I said fantastic day, and it was actually red. Well, let's put it this way. MMTLP is always having a fantastic day because at these prices, it just seems like a guaranteed win. How can you really lose if you're buying this at $1.30? I mean, I believe the Oro Grande assets, oil and gas assets, are going to be worth a heck of a lot more than $1.30. Just my personal opinion. Now, this was very close. Pretty much, it was average volume day. Average volume for this is 313,000 shares, and we traded 309,000. So all but a couple thousand shares, and MMTLP was trading right with the volume today. Which, if you probably looked at a lot of the retail stocks, they were pretty much all green today. So Biden had that thing out with the student loan debt, forgiveness, and that's kind of pumped the markets up into this. Basically, it's stimulus, guys. Yes, it's kind of free stimulus. If you go out there and look, also there is a lot of states giving out inflation checks, and they're basically forms of stimulus. They're inflation relief checks. They're also doing all kind of debt forgiveness around different states. There's a handful of states. Unfortunately, right now, Maryland doesn't have any, but I know Virginia is giving out $500, and I think Illinois, you can sign up for stuff. California's giving stuff. All the big states are giving stuff. So just check on Google, type in your state and like stimulus for 2022 and see if something comes up, because your state could be giving out stimulus. Now, most of the stimulus is if you're making under 125,000 a year. So just have to look into the details on your specific state. All right. So looking here at WTI crude, we're at $95.40. It is creeping back up, guys, because yesterday I believe it was in the 80s. And here we are today, up to 95.40. Brent crude at $101.80, and natural gas at $9.27. So we're getting there where the gas is still, natural gas is high, which is good because we know our Oro Grande has natural gas on there. We just don't know exactly how much. And WTI crude, we know we have approximately 3.2 billion barrels of oil. So there's potentially a lot there as well, up to 3.7 billion barrels, according to that last Torchlight Energy investor deck. Taking a look here at the Fintel, days to cover did come down, 5.93. So a little less than 6 days to cover all the shorted shares. Now, I'm going to show you something here interesting on the short shares that are available. You remember in last night's video, we covered there was a 1.5 million shares, and went the whole way down to 3.4 million shares was available. Pretty much right at the open, someone just gobbled all of those up but 65,000 shares. So now you tell me what they're going to do with that. Did they already go ahead and short some in the market? Did they lend them out? Are they waiting for the stock, try to keep it under $1? Is that their intention? And once it gets close to $1, dump them all into the market? That's a possibility as well. They don't want this going above $1 because then it could possibly start gaining momentum. You can see 65,000 shares, and at the end of the day, we ended back with 300,000. So they returned 235,000 shares. But what a big difference there. Yesterday, we ended with 3.4 million shares available, down to 300,000 the next day. That's what I'm telling you, man. these market makers and these bots and whatever else is these trading systems that are doing this, they just go off the algorithms, and that's what it is. So I'm kind of shocked because we had a 10% gain today, and why would the bots want to, get all these shares? My only thought is that they're loading up on these shares and having them, and when it gets close to $1, they're going to dump them onto the market and hope to drop the price down. But we'll see if that is exactly what's going on. Short borrow fee is still setting at 11.41. It's actually been that for the last 3 days here. And look at the FINRA volume today. The FINRA short volume ratio, 55.03%. So that's crazy. 55% that went through the dark pools was shorted. And if we look here, oh, they don't have it updated yet. Let's refresh. No, we do not have the CBOE yet. So that's kind of holding us up. So waiting on the CBOE. And our total short interest percent of float is 8.92. All right, so I do have a couple tweets to go over that have some great information on it, and it's going to be talking about a little bit about Nextbridge and other things about MetaTerry. So if you're not following me on Twitter, go follow me at TerryZ247, and I'm going to go back here to the first one that I forgot to cover in last night's video. Thank you here to Peter on Twitter, and here you can see there was this post here by Redfin TV, Veru's upgrades Meta materials from a sell to a hold. So that's nice that we got upgraded here on the 22nd, 2 days ago, from a sell to a hold. So that's good. We want to see that kind of coverage where the analysts saying that it's a sell, sell, sell. I mean, analysts do matter. Not as much on the, let's say Russell 2000 stocks, but when you become a large cap stock, it really does. If they go and downgrade a large cap company, say like Facebook, it will drop pretty close to what it is. They just go off analysts. So we need analysts to get more bullish on our stock. That'd be great to have that happen. All right, so big shout out here to James Vincent here. Has a post here. So on his post, the Form S1 and S1A seem to be filed at midnight, and Nextbridge hasn't filed an amendment today. So that could be positive. Here you can see he has the SEC forms up here, and there hasn't been no amendments yet. So that's a good thing. Now, there has been posts out here of other stocks that have filed their S1 right around the day that we have, and they've been getting approval. So we should be hopefully maybe this week, early next week to get that. And let's go up here. So Uncle Smokey posted today. There was a huge, let me find it here. Right here, he has it circled. There was a huge wall of 100,000 shares that was holding us up. That 100K wall still stands. Market makers are showing their hand with this move. They're trying to suppress the price and keep it below $1. 5 million in volume and 80% traded in dark. This proves manipulation. There you can see on, I guess, trading view right there, off exchange, 80% volume basically. So thank you to Smokey for posting that information there. And that's what I'm saying. We went from 3.4 million shares on the borrowed down to 300,000. That's what they could do. Have 100,000 sell wall there, and if the price keeps going past that, they're going to throw another 100,000 on it and another 100,000. And that's what they're going to do with these, 3 million shares they have available. Keep throwing these 100,000 sell walls right there. So it keeps the price from running. Unless there's huge volume, you're going to need hundreds of thousands and million in volume to move it past those huge sell walls. We had decent volume today, but you're going to need like a 200, 300 million volume day to just blow through those kind of tactics there by the shorts. Material News posted Meta closed up 10% today, erasing yesterday's losses. Yes, absolutely. Material News had a post out here I wanted to go over as well. Yeah, so he posted an hour here ago. It's now been over 40 days since the S1 has been submitted. MMTLP may be liquidated in Canada's TFSA accounts on August 31st, which George stated it would be completed prior to then. So, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for our fellow, MMTLP investors there in Canada because, it's out of George's hand. I mean, I know George gets a lot of slack, but George can't force the SEC to go any faster. So hopefully this will get resolved, and they can still hold their MMTLP/Nextbridge. So hopefully we can get that taken care of. I'd really like to see this happen. So here you can see he also posted it was 28 trading days since the S1, but 40 calendar days since the S1. So, I mean, we got like technically 5 days. I mean, if we look here at the calendar, today's 24th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if you go by business days, it could be like the 30th. I mean, it'd be like the day of. So I don't know how that would work, but hopefully it would be good for, our fellow investors. But yeah, I believe that is all I got for you in today's video. Let's look here, see if anything jumped. $95.60 and $102 on Brent crude. So prices are kind of going up. Like I said, let's take a look at the futures, see how they're still looking. Wow, futures has really jumped up. If you remember the beginning of the video, let's go over this. S&P futures are up 10 points. The Dow futures, which was negative, is now 37 points. And NASDAQ futures are up 31 points. And the Russell is up 7 points. So we're looking very green, very bullish in tomorrow. I'm very going to be excited for tomorrow. I think it's going to be a fantastic day. Hopefully we can blow through those sell walls by the market manipulators and crush these freaking shorts and get our S1 and off to the moon we go. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.